Coach Nick says it was my first time watching, man. I hope it's not your last, though, man. I hope you enjoy the show, man. Hope you enjoy the show. And again, I take pride in this being the only show, the only podcast exclusively for youth football coaches. Exclusively for youth football coaches. I'm not naive, or I'm not going to be passive in saying that I want this to be the largest podcast for youth football coaches in the world. I'm unashamed in saying that, because I think that, speaking of high reps, I think that I have put in the reps, and I have the confidence, and I have the speed to position this show, and not just the show, but the whole channel, to help as many youth football coaches as possible. Why? Because I want to make youth football great again. I truly do. I want to make youth football great again. I appreciate it, Coach Cannon. Appreciate it. I want to make youth football great again because there are too many crappy coaches in youth football. It's not enough regulation in youth football. And so the crappy coaches tend to run away the good coaches. And the crappy parents tend to run away the good coaches. So my job is to equip you and to know what to do to avoid a lot of the BS that happens in youth football. And if you're in a league where you are, around a lot of bad coaches, crappy coaches, I want to equip you to be the standard in your league. So instead of them pushing you out the league, you get them away. Because this the thing, guys. Winners hate losers, and losers hate winners. Winners hate losers, and losers hate women. Women. Winners hate losers, and losers hate winners. Coach Saban coined that. And I live by that. I say it all the time. The coaches that don't like me are the ego-driven coaches, the coaches who cause drama in their league, who cause problems, who got a lot of ego. Like, them coaches can't stand me. But the coaches who love me are guys like you. A lot of you guys, y'all trying to make a difference. Y'all trying to teach life skills. A lot of you guys are accomplished in your personal life, where you got great values and morals, and you're trying to give back. You want to make a difference. You're not just trying to win games through kids. Miss Beast trolling me, y'all. Miss Beast trolling. Yeah, so youth football got too many bad coaches, and my conviction and my heart and my mission is to make youth football great again. But I've realized I can't do it by myself. Can't do it by myself. We as a collective, we as a brotherhood, we as a Beast Nation, the Beast bloodline, we are the ones that's going to be able to make youth football great again. We are the ones. But it's an internal battle going on. There are coaches who listen to what I say and they think I'm full of crap. They don't like me because they don't like what I'm saying. It doesn't register with their BS. But there's coaches like you who know that youth football can be great again. I don't think it's great right now. I really don't. Because I think society has adapted. The values and morals that we learned as football players is fading away, because the people that we learned good values and morals from, they got older or they have passed on. And, it's a lot of people who haven't been taught the morals and values that a lot of us learn. And it's not a race thing. It's not a race thing. It's a values thing. It's a values thing. We sit here and we wonder why college football is what it is and NFL is what it is. Something is broken. Something is broken, guys. And what I think is broken is us as coaches, and we talking about the world. I think it's a societal issue, but our role as coaches, I feel like we haven't done our jobs to really teach the values and morals to make good people in society, especially young men who are family guys, who are good husbands and fathers and good leaders in society. Like we got to focus on that, man. It's important, right? And call me old school or whatever, but it worked for me. My parents, man, they held me accountable. I wouldn't dare disrespect my coach. I wouldn't dare slam my helmet. My dad would whoop my, you know what? My mom would tear me a new one. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't dare disrespect my coach. But a lot of these kids, right, they will disrespect you as the coach, tell their mama, and they mama come out there and disrespect you. And I've seen it. The mom will pull their kid. You can have a rule that says if you miss 2 practices, your kid don't play. And the kid will miss 1 practice. You say something to the mom, she won't bring him the next practice, then bring him to the game, get mad at you because you didn't let him play after it was clear that the parents mean what your guidelines were. And she also signed the parent code of conduct form saying what your guidelines are, but she don't care. And then she may get her boyfriend out there that haven't showed up to 1 practice or game. He come out there acting a fool and he don't know what the hell is going on. There's some of the stuff we have to put up with as coaches, right? But it's tough because that same parent that I'm talking about, she will pull her son from your team that has a standard and put him on a team that don't have a standard. And now it's toxic over there. It's drama filled over there. It's mess. And now you're at the point, isn't it the end of the season? You don't even want to coach no more. You're sick of it. You're tired of it. And I'm telling you, a lot of good coaches leave coaching youth football because our society, the moral standard of our society in America has went down so bad. Y'all feel me? And that's one of the problems. And that's why y'all know me. I don't just talk X's and O's. We talk X's and O's, but I don't just talk X's and O's. I talk philosophy and program development because you need that more than anything nowadays, guys, to run your program professionally. Because if you don't, that's when you're going to run into problems. And that's when you're going to have problems with a lot of these parents and stuff. I'm trying to help y'all like not burn out and get tired of coaching. Because guess what? This is not only a problem in youth football, it's a problem in high school, JV, junior high, college. Man, you got coaches quitting like crazy because the moral standard has went down. And these parents, they over here pumped and they trying to get their kid to get as much money as they can so they can get a money grab. I say it again and again and again. A lot of these parents over here giving their kids bad advice over here. Oh yeah, leave this school. You can get $3 million over here. And so the kid just up and dip. And then the kid, most of these kids, this is what nobody's talking about. Most of these kids are stuck in the transfer portal. Most of these kids don't even get picked up by another team. But because they mama or they daddy or they cousin or whoever, grandma, whoever, saying, oh yeah, leave, try to get you a meal. Because they thinking about themselves. They think, oh, my son gonna retire me. But once that kid don't make it, this kid don't know what he's gonna do after college. He don't know what his career gonna be after college playing football. When if the coach and the parents teach the kid right, that kid can work in sports media. He can work as a coach, as a teacher. He can do anything he wants because companies and businesses, they look for athletes. But because these kids are around people who are vultures and don't teach respect, loyalty, accountability, integrity, character, all the things that I know I was raised on, right? These kids run into a wall full speed trying to chase money. And their parents and their grandparents, their family don't help them because they trying to get money from the kid. It's a damn shame. But our responsibility as youth football coaches, I say all the time, best coach I had, two guys were my best coaches. My junior high coach, Coach Perry, shout out to Coach Perry, and my little league coaches, Coach Prince and Coach Banks. Shout out to those guys. I wouldn't have the love and fire I have for football if it wasn't for those coaches. If it wasn't for those guys. Hands down. That's probably why I stayed coaching youth football so long, because I realized how important youth football is. I hate to hear guys say, y'all go so crazy over you coaching youth football or youth sports. Shut the hell up. Shut the hell up. Go and get a life. Because I can speak for myself to say youth football helped shape my future. It really did. And mind you, I've gone on, like, after I finished high school, I went ahead and finished college and worked in corporate America, worked in banking, worked in intelligence. I worked in intelligence. I've worked in higher education administration as a director of recruitment. Like, I'm not I'm not just some random dude up here making content, right? Like, I got a good resume, but I still say my youth football coaches and my junior high coach helped shape my future, because I'm now doing what I absolutely love, which is coaching coaches and consulting coaches and to giving y'all the tools to be successful. I'm living my dream. You feel me? And it's through them, the seeds they planted years ago when I was 9 years old, when I was 14 years old. So when people try to downplay youth football coaches, screw that. Screw that. They can kick rocks. They can kick rocks with the shoes off. All right, guys, let's get ready to give these 2 playbooks away, guys. Again, thank you so much, man, for helping us reach our goal. So here's the rules of engagement for the playbook giveaway. As y'all know, I'm going to ask you a question based off of the principles that I shared with you during the show. Those who get it correct go on to be one of the potential winners. Those who don't get it correct, better luck next time. I'm sorry, but don't worry. We're giving away at least 1 playbook each show going into August. All right. So if y'all ready for the first question, since we're giving away 2, we're going to do 2 questions. Okay. If y'all ready for the first question,